Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here with my rolling project pan update. Last month I didn't quite hit my goal of the number that I wanted to use up, which for those of you that don't know, I'm trying to use up $1,000 this year. I got this idea from Kat. God, I can't remember her damn YouTube name right now. I will link her down below. She is an Australian YouTuber. She's one half of Beauty News, so I'm sure that'll tell you who she is. But she used up $1,000 of stuff, and I decided to try that myself this year. Sorry, I'm pulling up a freaking calculator because, of course, I forgot to actually do my addition. But last month I had used up $628.77, and this month I have used up $791.77. So I am back on track, which is awesome. So first, let me show you the stuff that I used up. So first, here was my Tarte, what was it called? Ready Set Radiant Spray. I decanted it into an old Mac Fix Plus bottle because the sprayer on that thing was awful. But last month I was down to here and I finished the rest of it up. To my surprise, I finished my Lancome Hydrozen Anti-Stress Moisturizing Face Cream. It is all gone. Like I said, that would surprise me because I still had like this much of it left, but I guess the bottom of it was even smaller than I thought it was. I did finish my Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. Last month I was like all the way down to here, so that was no problem at all to use up. Another, not shocker, I used up the Benefit Majorette Cream Blush. It looks like there is still some product in there, but I can't get any of the rest of it out. For those of you that are curious, last time on Dragon Ball Z, this is what it looked like. Thank you guys for getting that reference last month. And finally, I finished the Wander Beauty mascara, which wasn't really a shock either. There's still product in it, obviously, but it's been open for at least 3 months, and I have really, really sensitive eyes. Like, they are itching like crazy right now because of the change in weather. I am only wearing my contacts right now because I'm filming, but as soon as I'm done filming, I'm going to rip them out of my eye sockets because they itch like a bitch. Because I have such sensitive eyes, I do not play with mascara used by dates. Once I have had it open for 3 months, it is gone out of my life. I have only broken that rule like once in the past couple of years for a mascara. And it was both a mascara that I loved and have a really hard time getting here in the States because it was one that my friend Hannah sent to me from Australia, actually. Whew. Anyways, let's get into where I'm at with everything else. So first is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette. Here's what it looked like before. And here is what it looks like now. I have to repress the contour side because it is getting awkward to use. Because I actually also use this as my bronzer just to help move it along a little bit faster. And as, I don't even know if you can quite tell, I have the tiniest bit left of the highlight, but I use it to like help blend out the contour, set under my eyes, that kind of stuff. So that will be done by next update. This, however, will not. Ugh. I am gonna have to repress it though because it's getting really awkward to use. Hopefully I can finish it up next year, but that sucker is a beast. Some people can go through that thing in like 6 months and I don't know how. Next up is my Physicians Formula Nude Wear Blush. It looks like I'm wearing a lot of blush right now. It's a cream blush that I accidentally created the smudge with. But here's what it looked like last time. Y'all gonna laugh at how little I have left. And there we are right now. This will definitely be finished in the next month. So I am not worried about it. It did take me all year to finish this dang blush that already had pan on it. But I believe their blushes come with a crap ton of product. So, you know, whatever. And what do we got next? Okay, I'm gonna do all of the paper things at once so that I don't have to like go back and forth with the paper. So first, before I do that, I'm going to do my nail polish. I am wearing it right now. This is the only time I wore this in the last month. month, not pun. But this is the Julep nail polish in Jonah. I'm not even sure how well you can see because I could not find my black Sharpie this month. So I had to use a brown one, and despite it looking like a very dark brown when you look at the cap, it is not so dark. Next, we have, I have to flip my page, I guess, my Lancome Tonique Comfort Toner, which is what I got from Influencer with the moisturizer. And now that I'm only using one toner instead of two, I've went through a lot more of this, and now I know I will not have a proper finishing it by the end of the year. So this is where it was last time, and now we are down to here. This bottle does taper in a little bit, so the further down I go, the quicker it's going to go. So I'm very happy about that. Next is my Urban Decay setting spray. This is the only setting spray I have in here right now. This, I used up a lot more of this month, and I don't know why, but whatever. Last month I was here, and now I am down to here. So I initially didn't think that I would finish this by the end of the year. I thought I would be carrying it over into January, but now I'm actually pretty sure that I will. So it would be nice to be able to add that to my total at the end of the year. Next is something I made like no progress on, and I'll explain why. This is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I lost this under my couch for like 2.5 weeks. So it was right here last time, like right above the window. And now it is basically at the window. So I don't even want to mark it because, like I said, I literally probably only used this for like 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. I honestly, to get to it, I couldn't just move my couch a little bit, like how I lose stuff a lot. I actually had to get my husband to like pull the couch up so that I could reach my hand all the way underneath it to get it, because it got itself very lost. So couldn't do nothing with that. So next we have the Julep Cushion Complexion Skin Perfector. I use this as a concealer under my eyes, even though it's really more of kind of a foundation-y product, but that's just the way I've been using it, so that's what I'm going to count it as. Actually, I had to remark it because the mark rubbed off. I hope I marked it in the right place. I did put some clear nail polish on top of it this time so that the marks might actually stay there. I think I'll finish this by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure I'll finish it. Now let's quickly do the stuff I have to measure on paper. First we have the Kat Von D painted lipstick in Ritual. I did not use this a ton last month because I was trying to use up the NYX lipstick that was in my 13 by Halloween. However, this is now the only lipstick that I'm actively trying to use up by the end of the year. So I'm actually hoping that I can possibly finish this in the next month. We shall see, but with this now being my primary lipstick, I think I can go through that, because I mean, I make progress only using it like 4 or 5 times, so in theory I might be able to do it. But here by my hand is the progress. So I might be able to go through it, I might not be able to go through it in the month. It will be done by the end of the year. I will make sure of that, because if it's not done by the end of the year, I'm throwing it away because I hate the smell of it. Next, we have the Julep Gel Eyeliner. This I also think will be done by the end of this month. But I did sharpen it before I came on, but that's because it was literally scratching my eyeball to put on today. So I wasn't even really cheating to get a little bit more progress. It needed to be sharpened. Here, the progress next to my hand is the progress that I went in the past month. It looks like I still have a lot left of it, but then you look at it and it's like, all this color you can't sharpen. I'm probably not going to be able to sharpen it past about halfway through the name Julep, and once you take that into account, I'm almost positive I could finish that. And finally, before we get into stuff that I'm adding in for the month, we have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. The packaging on this is crap. For $21, it is super crap. And I say that because that used to be the spoolie. I've heard so many people complain that their spoolies break off in this, and I was like, that's never happened to me. I wonder if they're just handling it wrong, not really thinking about it. Once you actively start using this every day, eventually the friggin' spoolie just flops off. Like, I'm not harsh with this at all, so I don't know what happened, other than just faulty ass packaging. Whatever. Here is what I have left. I'm not entirely sure if I can finish this by the end of the year, because it feels like it's still a lot. And I've seen some people that go through these pencils like every 2 months, and I don't know how. But whatever. Anyway, here is the progress by my finger right here. Now to get into stuff that I am adding in. First, I have another Julep product. This is the Julep Clear Get In Line Invisible Lip Liner. I'm wearing this right now. I wear this every day that I wear makeup, and I tend to go through these pretty fast. I'm sure I will have it done by the end of the year. This also had to be sharpened today because it was scratching the ever-living crap out of my lips. I do have it marked down on my sheet of paper, but there's no point in showing you that because what are you gonna see that's different? Whew. Next is a primer. I think I can finish this by the end of the year. I think I can. Anyway, this is another Julep product. This is the Julep Blank Canvas Mattifying Primer. This is what I'm using with my products in the Project Pan Roulette collab that I'm doing to make the stuff actually stay on my face for any amount of time. So this is super mattifying. So if you are really oily and a lot of stuff you've tried hasn't worked, give this a try. It is like glue though. You have to like take only a little bit at a time and like properly spread it out on your face. Like there is some technique to putting this on, or any of those type of primers. Anyways, here is where I am at. I've made this progress in about the last month. So I'm hoping in the next 2 months I can finish this. That would be great. Next is a mini, and that's because the original moisturizer I was going to put in here, I left at my mother's when I went to visit her for her birthday. Because I'm brilliant. But this is still, even for a mini, an expensive ass moisturizer, so it's fine. This is the Ren Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. Day cream my ass. This is super thick. Maybe it's a day cream if you got really dry skin. Anyways, it is all the way down to here, which is like, that's nothing left. Why are you putting that in here? Well, A, this is worth $26, so it has definitely got more than enough value to be put in here, and B, I can only use so little of it at a time that that's gonna take me at least a month to go through, if not 2. Like, this is not made for my skin, but I got it in an Ipsy bag, and I've mostly used it up. Like, I've tried to use it up in the past, as you can see, and I just don't go through a lot of it at a time. I really want that out of my life. And I know some people that watch Project Pans and don't get it are like, well, why don't you just throw it away? Because I'm stubborn. That's why. That's all that there is to it. I am freaking stubborn and I want to finish that. I'm weird. Next is another mini, but it's an expensive ass mini. This is the Tata Harper Rejuvenating Serum. It is worth $36.67. I believe it is half of a full size, so definitely got the value to go in here. I've been using this for the past month and I don't like it. It's not doing anything detrimental to my skin, so I'm going to use it up anyway. But we are starting about right here. Like, it is hard to get a read on where this is without shining a light directly through it, because it kind of sticks to the sides. Like, it's thick, and that's one of the things I don't like about it. Also, I've used Tata Harper products before. Their rejuvenating mask I really like, even though it's stupidly expensive. But I've bought a full size in the past. Like, I've actually paid for it. That thing has an herbally smell, but it's fine. The herbally smell to this I do not like, so I can get past it enough to use it up, and that's what matters. And finally, this is what made my cheeks so red today, because I wasn't paying attention to how much I used of it, and I used too much. So I'm going for the heavily blushed look today. You know, the rosacea look. This is heavy even for me. but it's fine. This is the Elizabeth Mott Tints and Sass Fabulous Lip and Cheek Stain. It's basically the same thing as the Benefit Benetint. I like this better though if you're going to go with something like that because it doesn't immediately set. You still have time to spread it around, which is why I didn't wind up with a giant blob right there, because I actually had time to spread it around. By the way, the easiest way I find to use these, like this is how I used up my mini of the Benefit Benetint last year, is using a sponge. Like for some reason that keeps it, even the worst drying ones, damp enough that you can actually spread it out on your cheeks, and normally it looks nice. Anyways, we are starting right there. I hope you can see that. And I hope to be done with this by the end of the year. I did rip out the stopper at some point because it's just easier to get product out that way. I tend to rip the stopper out of a lot of my products, I've noticed lately, because the stoppers infuriate me. And that smells like cherry cough syrup. I don't mind it, but if you're sensitive to scents, keep that in mind. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.